A routine flight turned into a terrifying ordeal when Delta Connection Flight 4819 crash-landed and flipped upside down at Toronto Pearson International Airport on February 17, 2025.
This Delta Flight 4819, operated by Endeavour Air, it's a wholly owned regional airline.
At least 17 people have been injured after a Delta Airlines plane crashed and flipped.
Passengers expecting a smooth landing instead found themselves trapped in a chaotic scene as emergency crews rushed to the scene. What exactly happened? Was it pilot error, mechanical failure, or bad weather? Here's everything we know so far. Delta Connection Flight 4819, operated by Endeavour Air, was scheduled to fly from Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport to Toronto Pearson. On board were 76 passengers and 4 crew members, traveling in a Bombardier CRJ-900, a reliable regional aircraft known for its efficiency and safety record. For most of the journey, the flight proceeded without incident. However, as the aircraft approached Toronto, something went wrong, leading to one of the most shocking landings in recent memory. At approximately 2:15 p.m. local time, Flight 4819 attempted to land at Toronto Pearson International Airport. As the aircraft made contact with the runway, it lost control and, in a dramatic and horrifying turn of events, flipped upside down. Inside the cabin, passengers were violently thrown against their seats, and overhead compartments burst open, sending personal belongings flying. Panic spread as emergency alarms blared, and the crew scrambled to assess the situation. On the ground, emergency responders reacted immediately. Firefighters, paramedics, and airport security rushed to the scene, working quickly to evacuate the passengers. Miraculously, all 80 people on board survived. However, 18 individuals sustained injuries, though none were life-threatening.
Skidded like on our side and then flipped over on our back. Where we ended up, there was like a big fireball out this left side of the plane.
With the immediate crisis under control, the focus turned to what might have caused such a catastrophic landing. Investigators are currently examining several key factors. Reports on the weather at the time of the crash have been inconsistent. Some sources claimed the runway was dry, while others indicated snow and strong crosswinds with gusts exceeding 50 kilometers per hour. If the latter was the case, these conditions could have played a role in destabilizing the aircraft during landing. The Bombardier CRJ-900 is generally considered a reliable aircraft, but no plane is immune to technical failures. Investigators are now reviewing the aircraft's maintenance history to determine if any malfunctions occurred that may have contributed to the crash. Another crucial factor being examined is how the flight crew handled the approach and landing. Was there a miscalculation? Did they attempt to correct an issue too late? The black box data, which includes flight data and cockpit voice recordings, will help provide answers. Following the crash, Toronto Pearson International Airport temporarily halted operations. Flights were delayed or cancelled as emergency teams worked to clear the wreckage and assess the situation. Meanwhile, passengers were treated for minor injuries, and many shared their harrowing experiences. Some described the feeling of the aircraft suddenly flipping over, while others recalled the chaos inside the cabin as they tried to escape. Despite the terrifying ordeal, passengers praised the quick response of both the flight crew and emergency teams. The incident quickly gained attention on social media, with videos and first-hand accounts spreading across platforms. Aviation experts and the general public alike began questioning how such an accident could have happened. The Transportation Safety Board of Canada, or TSB, launched an immediate investigation, working closely with the U.S. National Transportation Safety Board, known as the NTSB, and Delta Airlines. Several critical aspects of the flight are under review. Black box recordings will reveal what was said in the cockpit and how the pilots reacted in the moments leading up to the crash. Flight data analysis will help determine if the aircraft experienced mechanical or system failures. Pilot testimonies and passenger accounts will provide additional context about what was happening inside the plane. The findings of this investigation could lead to new safety protocols, changes in pilot training, or even updates in aircraft maintenance procedures. This crash is one of several recent aviation accidents that have raised concerns about flight safety. In Alaska, a small commuter plane crashed en route to Nome, killing 10 people. In Philadelphia, a medical transport jet crashed into a neighborhood, resulting in 7 fatalities. While each of these incidents has its own unique circumstances, their close timing has prompted discussions about whether aviation safety measures need to be re-evaluated. Despite the terrifying nature of the accident, the fact that everyone on board survived is a testament to modern aviation safety standards, quick emergency response, and well-trained flight crews. However, the crash of Flight 4819 highlights several key concerns. Are airlines adequately prepared for extreme weather landings? Do current maintenance checks catch all potential risks? Should pilot training emphasize handling unexpected runway conditions more rigorously? These are questions that investigators and airline regulators will need to answer in the coming months. As the investigation continues, Delta Airlines, aviation authorities, and passengers around the world will be watching closely. The final report could lead to significant changes in how regional flights operate, particularly in challenging weather conditions. For now, the aviation industry is left with one pressing question. Could this happen again? The crash of Delta Flight 4819 was a shocking event that could have ended in tragedy. Fortunately, all passengers and crew survived, but the unanswered questions remain. As more details emerge, the findings from this investigation could help shape the future of aviation safety. What do you think was the cause of the crash? Could it have been prevented? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on this developing story.